Yoink. Where did Folon go? That guy could have been making it all up though. Anyway. So, looks like set 3 is going to be a TBT. Flash versus Reality. And let me change my overlay. For those of you watching the the VOD on YouTube, don't worry, there was a minor emergency in the chat, but I took care of it. Everything is fine, everything is dandy. Speaking of the YouTube channel, I like haven't plugged that on the stream forever. If you guys miss any of the VODs, or if you guys miss any of the games, I do upload everything to my YouTube channel, Sayle BW, if that sort of thing interests you. I don't know. I much prefer the live stream though. It's so much more fun to actually have like people talking in the chat and be able to talk to people. It feels so lonely on YouTube. Like, I don't know, or at least the YouTube commentators seem like they'll be a bit lonely. Anyway, there is Reality, who I don't actually. Oh, did they show the stats already? Oh, I hope they didn't. I want to see his stats because he's won a couple of interesting TBTs. His TBT seems decent. Of course, he had that really lucky game against Last on Jade, where he proxied next to the proxy. But otherwise, his TBT seems quite good. Last week, or in the last, last week on Saturday, I think he played against Mind. Yeah, he played against Mind in set 4, and that closed out the series. Although I guess Flash is a little bit better than Mind, just a little bit. Anyway, you know, the funny thing, by the way, guys, about those spoilers in the chat, is that you don't even necessarily know if it's true. Like, I could tell you right now that Khan wins 3-0 and that Reality is going to break Flash's win streak, but like, would you really believe me even? Just for the record, by the way, I have no idea. I don't know the results of these matches beforehand. But like, I could say that, and you could freak out and be like, "Oh my God, it's a spoiler." But like, that's why spoilers actually don't bother me in the chat, because I actually don't know if they're serious or just trolling. Anyway. Speaking of which, though, man, you guys have no idea how Lee Young-ho with a tiger. He was given that tiger the look, man. I don't know. Maybe Flash is a little bit lonely on Valentine's Day. That look he was given to the tiger, that was like the Lion King, "Can you feel the love tonight" look, man. Maybe Flash is into that sort of thing. Maybe that's where Flash gets his power. Like, he dates tigers. Could you imagine? And not like when when people say tiger, they mean, you know, like a sexy lady. I mean, like, he literally dates tigers. Like, that's how baller he is. I'm pretty sure. And you know what? We'll actually put that aside for now. Looks like Flash is top left, right? Yeah, Flash has already sent out a scout here. Is he just checking for BBS? I think he is, because that's like or no, actually, rather he's proxying his own barracks. Oh wait, no, that makes more sense. Ah, Sayle, why are you so bad? Yeah, Flash is just proxying his own barracks in the middle of the map, which is fine. It's pretty common now in TBT. And yeah, fortunately or rather unfortunately for Reality, he's not going to get the favorable proxy this time, which would be quite funny against Flash, but that's fine. And oh yeah, this is what I was going to say earlier. Man, see, today I was actually looking forward to this match so much, like especially what happened, like how good of a match it was last time. And man, when after the matches were played and I saw the winner's interview appear on the sidebar on TL, and I was just like, oh my God, I so want to click the winner's interview. I just want to click that link and like see the smiling faces of Turn and Roro, you know, happily defeated Flash and Stats or something like that. But I was like, no, I mustn't. For the cast, for the stream, I mustn't spoil myself. And oh man, it was such a struggle. Oh man, just reliving that tension. It's crazy. Anyway, interestingly, this situation is much like much like last week, where Flash is kind of sent out to keep KT alive. Although last week they weren't in such a bad position. Last week they were down 1-2, and then they sent Flash so they could take to game 5. But now they're down 0-2, so even if Flash wins, they're like still not in good position. So it's not so comfortable for KT. Although they do still have stats though after this game. They still have saved stats. And I think that's what happened last series too, right? Actually wait, is that exact? I think that's exactly what happened. They were down 0-2 after sending random guys, and then they played stats and Flash, and then they got their 2 wins back. And then went to game 5 or something like that. Anyway, Flash is actually doing like a really weird bunker rush here. He just built a bunker at the natural. See, Reality only made 1 Marine, which is pretty standard in TVT, and Flash is actually abusing this with his 3 Marines. But as soon as that Vulture gets out, Reality should be completely fine. Yeah, he's just going to make a command center there. Reality, by the way, he made that bunker and decided apparently that he didn't actually need it, which is a little bit ballsy, honestly. But it seems to be okay, and he's following up with a machine shop there. So that bunker is going to delay the command center perhaps by a little bit, perhaps until a siege tank can get out. But I'm not 100% sure if that's worth it. Presumably if Flash did it, it's probably good. Anyway, it's like the SCV being quite clever there, hiding in the back middle only. And Flash is actually just going to go with once his own Vulture gets here. Oh my god! Flash is just going for it. And is he just going to kill him? Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Reality. Oh my god, look at this. And now, oh dude. How is this Flash? This is like those TVZs where he just walks out with 6 Marines and just kills the Zerg. And you're just looking at this game, you're like, did that just happen? Are these pro gamers? Did I just accidentally tune into the D-Ranks Team League? It's like, that doesn't seem like it should be possible, and yet here is Flash just like, well, I have 4 Marines, a Vulture, and 2 SCVs. I guess I can go kill him now. I mean, I know that's what Day9 advocates, but there's gotta be a limit, right? And it looks like we have some spider mines out now for Flash. So this command center of Reality is going to be delayed by like forever. Meanwhile, just being obnoxious and repairing this bunker against the siege tank. I don't actually know like what the repair rate is compared to the tank DPS. Obviously, I know it for Dragoons, right? It's like 1 SCV repairs at the same rate as a Dragoon does damage. Presumably a siege tank has higher DPS than a Dragoon, so he has 2 SCVs, which is fine. But now there's 2 tanks, right? So that'll be higher DPS than the SCVs, maybe? Do tanks actually have higher DPS than goons when they're not sieged? It looks like they don't, because the SCVs are actually repairing it in time. This is actually interesting. Like, I actually want somebody... Does somebody know this for sure? Whether, like, the DPS, the exact DPS of a tank compared to a goon? I have no idea about these things. Anyway. Looks like Flash bringing his own tank up. Actually, it's going to be quite crucial for if Reality can't break this bunker before Flash's tank gets there. That's going to be huge. Ooh, that could be. Although I guess Flash won't have siege mode done in time because he went for spider mines first. But like, if that bunker stays alive and siege mode finishes for Flash, Reality is going to be so sad. Oh man, he's going to be so sad. Look at him trying to be cutesy, building a Marine. I don't think so. Oh, looks like Siege Mode does finish for Reality though, so it looks like he'll be fine here. Yeah, Flash is gonna back up a little bit. Okay, so Reality will be fine. Anyways, looks like Spider-Mine's getting taken down. I didn't pay attention if there was a scan thrown down because I was too busy telling S&M how he's wrong. Oh my god, are you Forella? You went on move command! Why would you go on move command when you know he's got Spider-Mines on the map? Like, really? Come on. Come on. Like, honestly. What do you think you're Stork or something? You're not Stork, man. You can't do that. Wait, does Flash, like... Is this another one of Flash's god powers? It's make people walk into spider mines? Is that, like, what he does? Because that's what Stork did. and now Reality's doing it too. I don't know. Maybe when you... You know, it's like when, you know, when bulls see red, they like attack it. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's like debunked or something. They actually, the bulls attack because you're waving the flag and they don't like motion or something. But for the sake of argument, you know, the matadors, they wave their little red handkerchief things and then the bulls charge. It's like when you play Flash, you know, he waves his little god hands and then you walk into spider mines. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So Flash has a nice supply lead now, 66 against 50. Reality tried to do a little vulture sneak along the left side, but Flash was having none of it. Using his god sense as normal. Looks like Reality has realized that his barracks is in fact on fire. Unfortunately, he's only got like 10 HP left, so that's going to go down. And there it goes, although it looks like he was already rebuilding it. So, Reality is sieged up in an interesting position. It's like a little bit outside his natural. I guess it's kind of covering his back temple things, side disruptors. Yeah. I keep calling them temples. I might as well just keep calling them temples. It's so much easier to say than side disruptor. Anyway, so Reality gonna lay a few mines of his own. Is he gonna blow up all his stuff with tanks again? Or with mines, rather? Oh, he took the mine hit. Oh, Reality. You silly goose. At least nothing died this time, so that's an improvement, I guess. So, Reality has gone for some drops. As we saw just now, Flash has his back mineral only. It looks like he's going to add on a bunch of factories, so I guess he's just going to use that to mass out, or mass pump some vultures. This drop, I don't. The thing with drops, like as long as Flash isn't too spread out, I don't really see these drops being particularly effective, just because of how fast speed vultures are. Like given Flash's reaction time, I'm sure as soon as he sees a drop go in, he'll just like instantly have vultures ready to defend. Meanwhile, it looks like Flash is actually going for drops of his own. Got up to 7 factories, by the way, and we actually have a Wraith out for Reality here, just in an intercept position for a dropship. That's actually a very nice anticipation there by Reality. Let's see if he can actually get the dropship, or if Flash will be able to dodge this. Oh, he's gonna wait a little bit. I wonder if he'll scan there to check if there's a Wraith first. No, it looks like he's just gonna go. He has taken the 12 o'clock expansion. Interestingly, that Wraith, after it kills the dropship, can actually go to the 12 o'clock and pick off the SCV building command center. Oh my god! He dodges the Wraith! He dodges the Wraith! Oh, Flash! Flash, that's not fair. Flash, he was defending that, but oh, looks like Reality is going for a break on the siege line, though. Is gonna get a little bit in here, getting a couple of siege tanks. Flash is going to pull back a little bit, has a few more reinforcing tanks coming in, but there's a lot of vultures in the main base. The siege tank going in, SCV's fighting as well. Looks like this is not going to do too much damage. But Flash has actually been forced to cancel 12 o'clock. Look at that. Reality's push has actually forced Flash to cancel his 4th base here. So that alone, I think, was worth it. Although, I mean, Reality is still definitely behind. Looks like Flash is going to remake that command center at his mineral only, floated down to the 9 o'clock. I'm a little bit surprised that he chose to take the 12 o'clock, actually. I mean, that base is just so easily droppable from Reality's main. I mean, it seems like a bit of a risky base to take, and as we can see, Reality has stopped that from going down. Although Flash is on 7 factories against Reality's 4, and Reality's not even making like more expensive units. He's doing the same unit composition, but with less stuff, which is not a good idea. Like, if he had 4 factories, but he was going Goliath tank, then maybe that would make more sense. But he's also going Vulture tank, so it's just like, that's not gonna work. You can't win when you have 3 fewer factories. It looks like we're gonna have some Vulture skirmishing in the middle of the map. For whatever reason, Reality had more there. And it looks like Flash is actually mass pumping Valkyries. I think Flash might actually be slightly concerned about a Wraith switch from Reality. I mean, as we can see, neither player really has any anti-air to speak of, and maybe Flash is just like feels Reality is showing a little like fewer units than he probably should have. And oh man, Flash is going to crush through these tanks left here on the north side. Meanwhile, the Vulture drop going in at the same time. Reality is in a lot of trouble. The Wraith's gonna come in here, but the Vultures do get down, gonna get some kills. I think there's a Goliath there in the mineral line. But gonna get some SCV kills. Is that Goliath not shooting? Oh no, it is shooting. Okay. And oh, Flash actually left a Vulture there. Took down the SCV constructing that command center. It might actually get this one as well. I don't know why. Reality's just gonna keep sending SCVs until it works. It's like eventually one of these SCVs won't die. Oh, Flash could have actually finished that off. Looks like he wasn't paying attention. Flash showing one of those rare mistakes that he makes. But he's up like he's up 60 supply? How did that happen? Oh man, 7 factories is pretty good. Flash just getting a ridiculous supply advantage right now. Interestingly, well actually, no, Flash's 4th is going to be a little bit faster. Reality actually hasn't even taken his mineral only, now that I think about it. That's not good. So Reality actually is going to be down 2 bases for the time being, but once his own 3 o'clock gets up, he'll just be down that mineral only. Well, I say just, but if you're down at all against Flash, you're like, well, even when you're ahead against Flash, you're still losing the game because it's Flash. So yeah, looks like Flash gonna catch some tanks out of position once again. You know, plain like naked siege tanks like this. Not by naked, I mean like without Vulture support or Goliath support, are actually quite bad. When you only have like 5 tanks all spread out like that in siege mode, they actually get taken down so easily. You really need like the buffering units like the Vultures and Goliaths to help out, or at least like some spider mines or something. But he had nothing, he just had them sticking out there. That's pretty bad. And oh, looks like Flash now gonna go for the huge attack on the 12 o'clock. And I mean, it's not even gonna be close. I can't even make it exciting. Flash has like 5 times as many tanks. This is not even. It's not even like one of those oh my god moments where it's it's like pretty close number of tanks and like everything's sieging up and you're just waiting for the huge tank volleys to go off. Reality just had like a pitiful 3 tanks there and Flash just rolls him over. It's so sad. So Reality is getting completely outclassed here. And I mean, I don't think anyone's really surprised, that Flash is winning. I don't think that'll ever be a surprise. So looks like it has worked out for KT. Flash is going to keep him alive, and we will go to a set 4. Presumably they'll send out stats, and it'll be a must-win situation for him. Hopefully we see Sean come out or something and Hydra bust him. That would be hilarious. It's funny. I don't actually know why I find Hydra busting so funny to watch, but so horrible to play against. Well, actually, no. I guess that does make sense. Yeah. Anyway, Flash cleaning up all the units around the map. Reality trying to gain some territory here. He's like 50 supply down, so. And he doesn't even have like as good control. It's so funny because Flash has more units to control than Reality. He has like twice as many units to control, and yet he's controlling them better than Reality is. It's like so ridiculous. Look at that perfect mining of those tanks. Oh man, it's so beautiful. And then his own tanks just roll in and kill everything else. I mean, even though Flash's games are so one-sided, it's just like you're watching perfect execution right here. This is how you should play Brood War, ladies and gentlemen. And Flash is going to do the A-move tanks now. 3 Wraiths going to come in here and try and pew-pew their way down. GG from Reality, and Flash takes set number 3. Just another day at work for Lee Young-ho. That's alright, Reality. I don't think anybody expected you to win anyway. And what is that? Is that like an apple? Wait, what is that? That would be pretty random, just like give a random girl an apple for Valentine's Day. Although I guess if you're a Flash fangirl, it doesn't really matter what you get. Like, I'm pretty sure... Oh look, we even get hearts on screen. Woohoo! Happy Valentine's Day. So let us go to set number 4. Whoa, why is it that's loud? Oh wait, I did it wrong. Aha. That's why it's loud. Okay, here we go. We are in set number 4. Score is currently 1-2 in favor of